The Book of Jonah, Chapter 1. The word of God came to Jonah, Amittai's son, saying, "Get up, go to Nineveh, the great city, and cry out to her that the evil of her inhabitants must end."
My name is Jonah, son of Amittai. I've been hearing voices lately, but I surely don't know why. It's been a long, hot summer, nothing much to say. Seems like the perfect season for me to get away. I'm going to Tarshish, going to take a little vacay, going to Tarshish. Look out, I'm on my way, headed to Tarshish. Yeah, I packed my shoes and my socks, I'm headed to Tarshish. Headed down to the docks, I'm on my way.
So Jonah found a ship, paid the fare, and joined the crew to Tarshish, running from the presence of God. But the Eternal heaved a great wind onto the sea, and such a great storm arose that the ship's crew thought she was about to break into pieces. The sailors panicked, each one of them crying out to their own God. Then they started tossing all the baggage on the ship into the sea to reduce the weight. Where was Jonah? He had gone down into the hold of the vessel to lie down and had fallen asleep.
Storm out on the sea, waves high as can be. Sailors fear what they cannot see. Let me sleep, this has nothing to do with me.
"Hey, wake up!" the chief sailor shook him. "How can you be sleeping? Get up, cry out to your God. Perhaps we will not be lost." The sailors said to each other, "Come, let us cast lots to find out on whose account this storm is upon us."
Storm out on the sea, who shall we blame for this calamity? Draw your lots, who can it be? I notice they're now all looking at me.
So the lot fell on Jonah, and they said to him, "It is on your account that this terrible thing has happened to us. What is your work? Who are you? Where do you come from?" And he said to them, "I am a Hebrew, and stand in awe of Adonai, the God of the heavens, who made the sea and the dry land." When he told them that he was fleeing from the service of the Eternal, a great fear came upon the men. The sea grew ever more stormy, and they said, "What is this you have done? What shall we do with you, so the sea may be calm for us?"
Throw me overboard, I've been running away from the Lord. Eventually I will learn a thing or two, but for now there's just one thing to do. Just throw me over the side. Apparently there's nowhere I can hide. I just wanted somewhere I could rest, but getting rid of me now is probably for the best. Y'all just throw me overboard.
While this may have been a logical solution, the men dug their oars into the water, trying to row back to dry land. They failed, for the sea was growing ever more stormy around them. So they cried to God, saying, "Please, let us not lose our lives for this man, and at the same time, let us not be guilty of shedding innocent blood. For it was you, the Eternal, who desired this and made it happen this way." And as soon as they picked Jonah up and threw him into the water, the sea stopped raging. Chapter 2. God sent a great fish to swallow Jonah, and Jonah was in the belly of that fish 3 days and 3 nights. And Jonah prayed to Adonai his God from the bowels of the fish.
Pretty quiet here, don't know exactly where I am. Little fishy, little squishy, I'd swear I'm not on dry land. Turns out all this running away from God is not all it's cracked up to be. I guess all I can say at this point is, please God, rescue me. קראתי מצרה לי אל אדוני וענני מבתם שאול שבתי שמעת קולי ביתתף עלי נפשי את אדוני זכרתי ותבוא אליך תפילתי אל היכל קודשך ואני בכל תודה אסבך לך אשר נדרתי אשלמה ישועתה לאדוני.
And so God spoke to the fish, who vomited Jonah onto dry land. Chapter 3. The word of God came to Jonah a second time. "Like I said, get up, go to Nineveh, the great city, and proclaim to her that which I told you." So Jonah got up and went to Nineveh, for it was a great city in God's sight, requiring 3 days to walk across it.
Oh, Nineveh, your dusty, smelly city streets, with all your riches still, your poor don't have enough to eat. I've come to tell you that the Lord is gonna strike you down. There'll be no place to hide, and soon there won't be any town. In 40 days, Nineveh, this whole dang place goes up in smoke. There is a price to pay, you're going down, that's no joke. What's this? Everybody's fasting and they've bowed their heads. Looks like these former sinners are not gonna end up dead.
Who would have known? The people of Nineveh actually believed God and proclaimed a fast. The king of Nineveh himself got up from his throne, covered himself with sackcloth, and sat in the ashes. He issued a proclamation to Nineveh. "Humans shall not eat anything, animals shall not graze, and they shall not drink water. Everyone shall cry out to God, repenting of their evil ways and from the violence they have done." And when God saw by their actions that they had turned back from their evil ways, the punishment was canceled. Chapter 4. To Jonah this outcome was outrageous, and he was angry. He prayed to God and said, "Isn't this what I said in the first place? You are gracious and merciful, abundant in loving kindness and compassion. Of course you were going to spare them. There was no point in my coming here, no point in my life at all. You might as well just kill me." Then Jonah went out of the city to sulk. He made himself a sukkah by the east wall and waited to see what would happen to the city.
God made a gourd plant grow up over me, giving me a little shade a little hospitality. But late last night it withered and died. This morning I just sit here and cry. It's not fair, just let me die.
God said to Jonah, "You're that angry about the gourd?"
Oh, it's not fair, just let me die.
And God said, "You had compassion for the gourd, which you did not work to raise. One night it was there, the next it was gone. Should I not have compassion upon the great city of Nineveh, with 120,000 people and all their animals?"
My name is Jonah, son of Amittai. I've been hearing voices lately, but I surely don't know why. It's been a long, hot summer. What more can I say? Looks like the perfect time for us to get away. We're going to Tarshish. We're going to take a little vacay, going to Tarshish. Look out, we're on our way. We're headed to Tarshish. A place to frolic and play. Let's go to Tarshish. Look out, we're on our way. We're out of here. Yeah, down in Tarshish. Place to be. Yeah.